I'm just sitting down on the rocks here beside the sea. Don't know if you can hear me. Come down here this morning to get a wee chat with everyone because everyone's still sleeping in the apartment there this morning, and I don't want to wake them up, so I've come down here. I'll show you a wee bit of what's going on. So this is where I'm sat on rocks. Sat on rocks this morning just to talk to everyone because I haven't been getting a chance to upload any videos because Hi John, how are you? Thanks very much. Yeah, it's a nice place. It's actually not cold, it's cloudy. It's only 5 to 8 in the morning here, so I'm hoping we'll get a little bit of better weather. It was raining quite a bit yesterday, but I don't care because see the sea, if it's raining and you're in the sea, you're wet anyway, so who cares? We're doing a lot of swimming and bodyboarding and stuff like that there. And if you go over to my side there, past where that man's fishing, let me show you a wee second. Let me get it right, where the yellow rail is there, you can jump into a bit of water. You can jump right down into the water there, right off the rock. It's I'd say about a 10-metre drop. You can throw yourself off that, so I've not done that yet, so I'll have to get over there either today or tomorrow and jump off the rocks into the water. Don't know if I'll do any theatrical Olympic style Tom Daly dives, but I'll probably do it and see if somebody will record me doing it so I can get a wee snippet up on the channel for everyone. Don't know why this new phone, it's made me right close to the camera. I'm trying to zoom back. Hi Dylan, how are you mate? Lovely British sunshine. It's still only 5 to 8 in the morning, but you can kind of see a failed attempt of that British sunshine coming through. Now the weather was expected to be bad this week where we're up, but I'm up in Donegal next week, which is not too far west of here, northwest of here, and I think the weather's to be good. I think the weather's coming through. I'm actually in Northern Ireland right now. I'm in a little place called Portrush, which is the north coast of Northern Ireland. It's a nice little seaside town, and the beaches here are actually really, really good. I'm just at the rocky bit. A lot of men go fishing off. So there's a wee man fishing down there, and a wee man fishing down there. But I tried fishing off it last year, and it was pretty poor because there's a lot of seaweed right in at the edge of the rocks here. So when you're reeling it back in, your lures get caught in the seaweed. So I didn't really like that. You'd almost need a boat to go out. But not too sure. Thanks very much, Damien. Hope you're well. Hello, Anne. How are you? So, yeah, I've got my wee cup of tea here this morning. Apologies for it bouncing about. I don't have anything to put my phone on. How are you, Kazaki? Yeah, well, I'm in Northern Ireland this week, and next week I'm in the Republic of Ireland, which Donegal's in the Republic, for about 4 or 5 days. My work made us take a week off in August, which none of us wanted to do, so I've decided to go 2 back-to-back holidays. So it's pretty much a 2-week holiday I'm on, which is the first time in ever. I've never done 2 weeks holiday before, as an adult really. It's usually a week and then you're straight back home, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the sun is trying to get out. I would think that we'll get a little bit of rain today because that's an educated guess. South Central Kentucky, a place that of course I'd love to go. What time it is nearly 8 AM. It is a beautiful place actually, let me tell you. Of course, I've been kind of laughing about the sun, but there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothes. I've got a waterproof jacket on, so any like spray off the water here. I'm right at the sea. Right, That's literally about 10 metres from me. There's wee islands out there. I'll go right round. And we're staying up there in those buildings, those colourful buildings there. We're staying up there that just looks out at that. And then I'll take you left of me. The other side's got, just at the other side of our house where we're staying in, we've got the amusements and you've got arcades, lots of places to eat, drink, everything like that. But on Saturday night there, we were up, well, we had a, how are you doing? Hi Don. Oh, 3 AM, sorry for waking you up. I just thought I'll get a chance to come down and speak to people, and the reason being I haven't really had much of a chance to do anything this week because we've been quite busy taking the kids down to the beach, down to the amusements, all that kind of stuff that you would do with children, and obviously eating out. But on Saturday night we went out to this place and they've actually set up a sort of marquee next to the hotel and bar, and there's actually a campsite there as well, and they had a Johnny Cash tribute on. The amount of alcohol that was consumed was amazing. But what a great night it was. The Johnny Cash tribute were actually pretty good. The guy who obviously is Johnny Cash, he has his sister who sings as June Carter, and she was good as well. The two of them were really, really good. And we had a guy on before that was like some sort of just a singer. He wasn't very good, but the atmosphere and the banter was brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. I don't know why you've just automatically woke up, but I'm sure glad you did, and I hope you are too. So, as I said, just at the rocks now. But wherever I was showing you where I pan left there with the camera, I will hopefully do some dives off the rocks. It's probably about a 10-metre jump pack, well, maybe not 10 metres, maybe about 7.5 metres right into this little bit. I don't know if they used to launch the lifeboats off it or what they did, but it's very, very deep, just a straight drop. If you were to jump into that bit there, you just hit rocks where I am right now. I wouldn't recommend that, you'd be tangled in seaweed. So, but that bit there is actually good. I was watching the young lads doing backflips and everything. No problem, Kitty, all the best. I know I've woke you up and it's Monday morning, so go back to sleep. Thanks very much for joining. Thanks very much to everybody who is joining there right now as well. We've got Rosie, Rosie, hello, from your Scottish brother in Oklahoma. I hope you're doing well, mate. Elf Girl Lizzie, morning, I hope you're well. Swibble Dot, hello, how are you? Everybody else that's joined down the chat there. Linda, how are you? I hope you're well. Beautiful, it is actually really nice. You'll probably have to go back to the very start to see what I was showing folk. But I'll stand up a wee second, see if I can get a better view. Oh, but there's a bit of a buildings construction going on there, wee church, but we're staying over there. It looks out to the sea, and you come round. And that bit where I was saying was the yellow rail, you can actually, that's the bit you can dive off. It's quite a good drop and into deep water. But it's actually clearing up quite well. You see over there, the sky's clearing up. I'm hoping we'll get a little bit more sunshine today. Not that it matters, when you're in the sea you're wet, as I was saying. And a wee bit of the hills, and we're back round. That's me. So, sit back in this comfy bit. Wherever I was, there I am. Yeah, I'm actually in Northern Ireland, Portrush, it's the north coast. Thanks very much, Kitty. Scotland, my brother is in a lovely place. I think he's up near Ullapool right now, and it's pure white sand in this little cove he's at. He took photos, and the water is like, you know, tropical looking, real turquoisey water. Absolutely stunning. And I'm going to put this one out there. If we could rely on good sunshine, you wouldn't want to go to many places in the world if Scotland got good weather. You would you would spend a lot of your time on holiday or vacation, whatever you call it, in your own country, because it's absolutely beautiful. And the same for Northern Ireland and Ireland. Yes, I am on holiday. Who was that that wrote that? Yes, I'm on vacation. Yep. Just for, well, this week we're up here, and then next week, because my work's made me take next week off work as well. They wanted to close the place for a week so everybody could go off at the same time, and then the work got busy and they're like, oh, actually we need you to work now, after telling us they wanted us to take off. He goes, I'm a hang working. I'd already booked a holiday. There was absolutely no way I was cancelling a holiday, because they needed people to work after saying we don't need you to work. So actually we're going we're going out northwest up to Donegal, which is in the Republic of Ireland, and it's beautiful mountains up round there and loads of lovely coves, pure white sand beaches. And as I say, I think the weather's to be a little bit better. I think there's sunshine coming in from Africa, coming up from one of these streams or whatever they call them, and we should hopefully get a little bit better weather. I was actually talking to a Canadian family as well. They've just visited Scotland, and then they were in one of the cafes in the morning. They're from Ontario. The mother of the children was from Nova Scotia, so she was right out on the east coast on the islands of Canada, and they were doing a tour of Northern Ireland. Her husband's still in Canada actually. The children live in London, but they decided to go visit Scotland, then they decided to come to Northern Ireland to visit, and they're going around a load of the cities up here, and that says if they can get a chance to go visit Donegal, what we're doing next week, which is an absolutely beautiful part of the world as well. Funnily enough, the house that we're staying at in Donegal is actually owned by a lovely couple from Chicago, so they're actually from the United States, but they've retired, got a little bit of money in retirement, and decided they wanted to buy a property in Ireland, which is obviously like their kind of spiritual home. They've travelled the world, they've got lots of photos from their travels around the world, but they bought a home that they rent out during the peak season, holiday season, to local people or to whoever wants to visit. But they've not had a chance because of COVID to come and visit. She was saying to me a couple of years from they've been able to get over, so they're missing it as well with everything that's going on. But I suppose that's been the good thing about lockdowns and not being able to travel internationally. You're actually getting to appreciate your own country, which I highly recommend. I know if you're from Canada, Australia, America, wherever you're from, you follow this channel, you've got some stunning parts of your own country that you can go visit even if you can't fly internationally. So I'd fully recommend, if you can afford it and you've got the opportunity to take a vacation or a holiday there, to do it and make the most of your own country. But yeah, they need to get away from Chicago. Well, I've never been to Chicago to judge it. I know it's quite a big city. I watch a lot of shows in Chicago actually, but it's not like, see, a city like I grew up. I've worked in cities, and I've kind of grew up in bigger towns as well. I've lived in Glasgow, and I would rather the country. I would rather away out on the coast or in the country and seeing the actual real beauty of it all, and meeting real people, the working class people, not big fast moving cities. They're all the same big concrete jungles. So as much as I'd say I'd love to go visit Chicago, go see it, I think it would only be a couple of days and I'd be like, right, I feel like I've done this now. Let's go somewhere where we can actually go and enjoy the beauty of the place. Hi Patrice, hope you're well. It's just the comments. Kenzaki, yeah, oh, hopefully you can get the chance and all this travel gets back to normality for everyone, and any holidays or vacations you've had planned, you'll be able to do it, whether or not it was the UK, Ireland, wherever. You'll be able to get your opportunity to do it, because that was one of the things that's held us back from doing Australia. Of course we want to do Canada and America, and I'm sure for all of you who's been following the channel, you know that we're doing our vlogging trip, so our plan is to actually take the channel to these places, record our experiences, meeting the people, trying the food, trying out all the different touristy spots, war museums, whatever you've got local to where we're visiting. Go and see all that stuff and put it in vlogging form and back up onto the channel for everybody to see, and we'll share our experience with you in your own part of the world. So that would be the dream for myself and the channel. Take my children to see a little bit more of the world, you know. And it's fully funded by the support of everybody and the advertisement that goes onto our YouTube videos. So it's a work in progress. It's something, as I said, like with the algorithms with YouTube there the other day, I don't know why, but every so often YouTube decides, we don't want to share your content and push your content on new possible viewers or subscribers of the channel, and our views take a drop. And as you know, for any channel to do well, you rely on the views of ordinary people who would possibly like your stuff but haven't had a chance to see it, and that is dependent on whatever way YouTube algorithms work. But also it's also dependent on subscribers enjoying the content first and foremost, but also putting the bell on so they don't miss any of the uploads. But I appreciate, for anyone who is a subscriber, we might be sharing content, a video or two here and there that you're like, I'm not really interested in that. Even if the bell's on, I would say, well, don't really worry about watching it, but don't leave the channel as well, because we'll hopefully come back around and do more of the content you did subscribe for in the first place. So it is something that it takes a lot of hard work, but also I rely on the continued support of subscribers and also the patrons and channel members. It's something that we'll never take for granted. It really means a lot, and it actually gives me the motivation to keep pushing out the content, and I'm really enjoying the channel right now. My only problem I've got right now is I'm on holiday and I can't fulfill a lot of the patrons and channel members' requests. I'm finding it really difficult. I thought I'll get up on holiday, any chance I get, I'll do a couple of reaction videos that I fell behind on for channel patrons and members, and other people, of course, subscribers who have got requests in there, and friends of the channel. I thought I'll be able to do them, and I haven't been able to do a single one yet because I'm having a really good time with the family. So and one aspect, I don't apologise for that, but on the other side of it, I do, because I would like to not leave people waiting for things that they might be obviously supporting us for their hard-earned money. And I'll never, as I said, I'll never take that for granted, and it'll always be appreciated. So I always try and fulfil requests as quickly as I can in order to show the thanks and the gratitude I actually have for people who support us. So I just wanted to say that there on this live stream. It's quite difficult to say it on reaction videos because you don't want to be sitting there for 5-10 minutes talking. People just want to see the video that they've clicked into, so I'm fully conscious of that and aware of that. So live streams are the best way to actually sort of put that gratitude and thanks across to everyone. Oh, thanks very much, Timmy. I greatly appreciate that, mate. Thanks, Kazaki. Really appreciate that kind words. Oh, well, you haven't seen the elf girl, Lizzie. I'll put it back out. That's it, just hitting off the rocks there. But down at the sand there, on that side of it, you get very, very good waves coming in. And we've been doing a bit of bodyboarding. I'm not actually, I've never surfed before, but I would like to go and do a little bit of surfing lessons so I could take some waves. Sylvia, fishing, yeah, well I actually enjoy fishing. I do a bit of angling sometimes when I am away. And we do it at home, usually fresh water, in the lakes, trout fishing or whatever. I take the girls up with that. I don't fly fish, but we do spinning. Worming, we don't really do a bit of the worming because I prefer to be at something. Like if I was fly fishing, you'd be constantly at something, bringing your line in and out and all that there. It's quite therapeutic, but do a bit of spinning with the girls and they catch brown trout, rainbow trout. Oh, thank you very much, Tricia, for that. I greatly appreciate it. Tricia, I just popped through. Thanks very much for that donation. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. So I was saying about the trout fishing, we actually go and catch rainbow and brown trout in the wee local lake or loch beside us, which is good fun. But sea fishing, I would say that here there's not brilliant spots because you take in a bit of seaweed right at the edge there, so when you're bringing your line back in, your lure, obviously to get out a good cast into deep water, you're putting a weight on it to take your lure out far enough a distance to go catch whatever's local here. I think a bit more like mackerel and stuff like that there. You'd be putting your weight on, obviously, to get the distance out to get into the deeper water, but the problem with that is when you're reeling it back in, there's quite a lot of seaweed at the front of the rocks there, and you're having to lift up your rod to try and get over that, and you get snagged quite a bit. I didn't really enjoy fishing off the rocks here, but usually if you go down towards like the harbours and stuff where the boats would all be, there's quite a lot of good fish around the pier and stuff like that there, and you'd get the deeper water, and usually it's cleared of the seaweed. So I haven't done it at this bit, but I did it where we were going in Donegal, caught quite a bit of mackerel, and I was putting the mackerel back because we were a bit of a drive away from it, and I didn't want the fish in the car stinking for too long. And when I was putting the mackerel away, there was a wee fishing man at the back of me saying, "What are you doing? Don't put the fish back." I'd have took that and cooked that right now for Sam to eat. So he was raging with me. He was going to just cook it there right beside us at the harbour, right off the pier, which would have been good because he could have cooked me some as well. I love fresh mackerel straight from the sea like that. But right here where I am right now, I don't particularly enjoy the fishing at this spot, but I'm sure there's better spots that I haven't discovered out here. Usually folk would go out in wee boats and fish off the boats, which I would probably recommend doing anyway. Get better chance to catch better fish. But usually you'd get like seal and everything trying to eat the mackerel off your line. So anytime I've tried to do a bit of deep water fishing out round there, you're bringing in bucketfuls of mackerel off one line, but you're competing with the seal. The seal's eating it off your line. Have I ever tried noodling, Timmy? That was one of the things I really want to do with the catfish, is noodle. Putting your hand in the hole and dragging them out by the mouth, and some of them things are enormous. I'd love to do that when I visit the States. Definitely something that I've watched quite a bit of, and I've always thought, oh, I'd love to give that a go. Surfing is awesome, I know it is, and obviously haven't tried it before, so I'd like a couple of lessons first, because you don't want to be trying surfing, hiring a board out, and then not knowing what you're doing and wasting your time. So if you could get a couple of lessons, and then you could kind of learn more from there as you go. Thanks, Kitty, for joining, greatly appreciated. Have a nice sleep. Don't like sitting on the top of the bay wasting time. Yeah, I'm not wasting time, I'm enjoying this now. It's morning here and all the children and my wife and everything are asleep, so I just decided to take this opportunity to go live stream and talk to everyone. And you're very welcome. I'm actually in Northern Ireland right now, Scotland. Not Scotland, I'm in Northern Ireland, so I'm showing you a little glimpse of Northern Ireland. Good night, Anne. Who sang that song, Sitting on the Top of the Bay? Oh my word. I can't remember. Google. Otis Redding. I think that could be right. We don't have turtle here, the waters are too cold, I think, but oh, what could you catch? Probably a few jellyfish. Noodling is big in Oklahoma and Arkansas. Love to check that out, definitely. Good morning, Frosty Angels, Minnesota, USA, new subscriber here. Absolutely love your content, really appreciate that. Thanks very much for that. Catfish are abundant here. Love to try it, going out in the water and you're up to waist, and the water nearly looks in some cases quite dirty water, so the visibility would be not dirty water, mucky water. The water's probably clean, but it just looks quite mucky. I don't know if it's a bit of peat or something that comes off the local ground around it washing into the water, but the visibility is quite poor, so you're actually going in there and you're having to use your hands to feel around, and they're putting them in the hole and dragging them out. You actually put your arm down the mouth of the catfish, don't you, to bring it out. And I think it's something that's, because it's totally foreign to us, we don't have anything like that here. I think that's probably why I've always wanted to try it. I think it looks absolutely mental and good fun actually. You're Irish and Scottish, you're at home. well, that's a little bit of the local scenery that we're at here, and I think the weather is clearing up now. We're actually getting a bit more clearer sky, but it is only early in the morning, so hopefully the clouds will burn away anyway. So I don't know what the camera's showing. It probably looks quite dark on the camera, but let me tell you, it is actually clearing up quite a bit now. So hopefully we'll get a bit more of a dry spell today. Yesterday was raining. Catfish like the mud, that's probably why it does look quite muddy yet. Hi Robert, how are you? In Kentucky, I hope you're well. So I'll probably go up now, back into the accommodation and decide what I'm going to do for the day. As I said, if I do jump off that that bit over there, I'll see if the wife will record me jumping off it. I don't know if you'll see any Tom Daly backflips or anything like that. I'll leave that to the young lads that were doing it yesterday. They were doing crazy dives off the back of that, and I was actually starting to get a little bit nervous for them because their head was very close to the rock they jumped off when they were doing it. Just one wrong slip or something and you're smashing your skull, and then you're in difficulty then, aren't you, in the deep water if you've hit your head. But definitely it was great to watch them having a great time doing it. I think I'll just stick to an ordinary jump off it, because as you as you get a little bit older, you start to lose your balls for things like that, don't you? I would have done that at their age, no problem at all. As you get older, you start to understand the risk in things, and you develop a little bit more fear for doing stuff. So hello Keith, how are you? Don't hurt yourself. I won't hurt myself, I'll just jump out. I'll try my best to keep myself safe, but I would like to give it a go. It looked like good fun, but I don't know if there's better times of the day to do it, if the water's deeper at certain times of the day than others. But I'll know when I see people jumping that it's safe, and I'll wait till the nutcases are all jumping in it, and then I'll give it a go. Yeah, I'm very well, thanks very much. So I'm going to go now, and hope you, well, for anybody in the United States of America there, it's very, very early in the morning, so get a good night's sleep. Hopefully I've not disturbed you too much and you'll get back to sleep. For any of that, Keith Adam in Malaysia, thanks very much for joining, and all my Australian friends, it's obviously more like midday, maybe later for you, the afternoon time. Have a nice rest of the day, and I'll see you all soon. Hopefully I'll get a reaction video or two done this week. It'll be weather dependent. If it's raining, it'll give me a better chance to do a couple of videos for everyone, because you're limited to what you can do in the rain unless you want to go in the water, and I probably will be back in the water quite a bit this week, so it doesn't really matter about the rain. But as I said, if it's later on in the day and I'm not in the water, I might be able to get a reaction up. 5:20 PM in Melbourne. Quite a lot of people saying different times of the day. Thanks very much everyone for joining, greatly appreciate that. Thanks very much for that donation, that was really, really generous of you and greatly appreciated. And I'll see you all soon everyone. Take care where you are and have a great day and a good week, because I know it's Monday and that means work for a lot of people, so hopefully your work goes well for you. And I'll talk to you all soon. Take care everyone, good luck, goodbye.